Hello everyone, and welcome to another Metal Monday with your host, me, Peaceful Warrior Yoga 570, otherwise known as Chris. Normally be doing this on the Wonderstones Facebook. Unfortunately, my phone has been overheating every time I try to live broadcast on Facebook. And they also don't really like me using music, apparently. So, we're going to do it on Instagram tonight. Tonight's class is going to be a little bit different than what you would normally expect a yoga class to be. The beginning part of the class is going to be some deeper stretches, light calisthenics, and then we're going to move into a little bit of an aerobic exercise type thing. These are all body weight. These are things I did in the Army. So they're relatively safe. If at any time you feel like anything that we are doing is too much, please step back and take a break. Don't want anybody hurting themselves on top of everything else that's going on. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started in the middle of our mats. I'm going to turn the jams on. And again, this is Metal Monday, so let's get started. Start off by rooting down through your feet, reaching the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. You begin to come into the room. The music's probably going to want to distract you, but that's okay. That's what it's there for. During the course of this evening's class, I ask that you hold on to something that has been frustrating you, that you haven't been able to reconcile and deal with, because tonight we're going to burn that out. So to begin, let's inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale for a full forward fold. Inhale to a half lift, and then ragdoll and let your arms just kind of hang, and begin to waken up your hamstrings. Couple breaths here before we get into things, and just find a moment to settle yourself. Your next inhale, come back up to a half lift. As you exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, slowly rise up through the spine, coming back into your mountain pose. And inhale, bring your arms out to the sides, and step your feet out to just about under your wrists, about halfway. From here, I'm going to circle sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring them down to heart center as you bend the knees, coming into a goddess squat, but then shifting your weight over to your right leg and stretching that left leg out. Keep that left foot down, toes pointed towards the long side of your mat. If you need to, what we're going to do on our inhales is we're going to spider crawl over to the other leg. If you need to use your hands for balance, you can do so. If not, you can bring your hands back up to heart center. Inhale over to the right. Exhale over to the left. Inhale over to the right. Exhale over to the left. Again, if you need to spider crawl your hands over for this, feel free. What we're doing right now is doing some movements to get the knees loosened up and the hips loosened up. We're going to do this for a couple more seconds. Couple more seconds of this. What we're doing is we're stretching out the inner thighs right now and working up the lubrication in our hip joints and our knees. All right, one more inhale to the right, one more inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, come back to the middle, come back into goddess pose. Inhale, press strongly through the feet, come up to rise, hands reach up above. Heel toe the feet together as you bring your hands down to the sides. Rooting down through the feet again. Circle sweep the arms forward and back in circular motions. 5 times to the front, and then 5 times to the rear. Go ahead and reverse. More times to the rear. And come back, bring the arms straight out of the shoulders. Flip the palms up. And touch the thumb and the forefinger all the way down to the pinky. Back and forth for cherry pickers. Just going to hold the arms here and let gravity build up the heat in our muscles. Keep touching the fingertips. Going all the way back down to the pinky, and from the pinky back to the forefinger. 3 more breaths here. Last breath. On your last exhale, bring your hands to open, facing up to the ceiling. And from here, we're going to do overhead hand claps. 30 seconds. Just bring your hands up over your head and clap the hands. Your shoulders should start to feel a burn a little bit after this. Try to keep the arms straight. I can see my arms bending down a little bit. 10 more seconds. And ready. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Bring the hands back down to the sides. Shake your arms out if you need to. And bring your hands back to your sides. Palms facing towards your thighs. Rotate the shoulders back 5 times. And then rotate them forward 5 times. Get that synovial fluid loosened up in your joints. And coming back to stillness, bring the arms back down to the sides, palms facing outwards, shoulder blades softening down the spine. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale to bring them down to heart center. And then bring them out in front of you. Palms facing down. And step your feet out to about hip distance apart. On your inhales, you're going to bring your right leg up. Exhale down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale down. These are Frankensteins. Used to do these all the time in the pit down at Fort Leonard Wood. Can't say I miss those days. We're going to do it on our inhales, exhales at an aerobic rate. Keep those knees high. Keep those arms straight. And again, if at any time you need to stop, feel free. If you feel winded, take a break. Feeling sore, also take a break. All right, 10 more seconds of this. Three, 2, and 1. All right, come back to that mountain pose. Root down through the feet, reach the crown of the head up. Bring the hands back down to the sides. Find your breath. On your next inhale, bring your arms back out from the shoulders. You step your feet nice and wide, keeping your arms at your shoulders. On your inhale, twist to the left to either touch the toes, the shin, or if you're only here, right here is fine. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, twist to the left. We do this at our own pace. About 30 seconds. Deep breathing. Almost there. Ten more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Come back up. Bring the hands down to the hips, heel toe the feet together until you're back at mountain pose. Bring the arms back down to the sides. Take a couple steadying breaths here. Hope you're enjoying the music I have picked out for you this evening. One more deep breath in. And one long exhale out. All right, now we're going to move into the aerobic part of this class tonight. So bring your hands to your sides. We're going to do jumping jacks. You're going to inhale, bring the hands up, legs out, bring the hands overhead to clap. Exhale, hands back down to the sides, feet back together. Go at your own pace. If this is too much for your knees, of course, take a break, step off to the side, go back to the overhead arm claps, or go back to the side-to-side leg movements that we did earlier in the beginning. Anything to keep your heart rate up. All right, coming back to mountain. Ready? Begin. This is a nice exercise. You do jump ropes for fitness. When you're stuck in the house, this is a nice alternative. Almost there. Hang in there with me. Hello to everyone that joined tonight. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one. All right, stop. Ooh, it's kind of hard to stop when you're getting going there. All right. Come back to that mountain pose. Root the feet down firmly. Reach that crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Bring the shoulder blades back and down the spine. Three more breaths. Last breath. All right. The next exercise, it's similar to what we did before with the Frankensteins. The difference is we bring the arms up behind the head. Inhale, bring right elbow to left knee. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. At your own pace. Again, if you need to stop, please stop. All right. And ready? Begin. The thing that I like about the exercises we're doing tonight is they're low impact, you don't need a lot of space, and it's a lot of fun to listen to some metal on a Monday night and get the heart going. All right, coming up on 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, bring the hands back down. Root down through the feet. Let the eyes fall heavy. Take 5 breaths here. Two more breaths. All right. Go ahead and come out of your mountain pose. Take a drink of water if you need it. Take a break, do whatever you gotta do. Make sure you're concentrating on what your body is telling you. Next thing we're gonna do is mountain climbers. So to do those, let's get started by coming down into a neutral tabletop position. Before we get started, let's make sure our lower back is nice and warmed up for these. So on our inhale, shift the gaze forward. Drop the belly towards the floor, lift the tailbone high, and slide the shoulder blades back and down the spine for cat, cow. Inhale, curl the tail, tuck the chin, around through the shoulders and the back for cat. Inhale for cow, exhale for cat. Inhale for cow, exhale for cat. 2 more times. Inhale for cow, exhale for cat. Inhale for cow, exhale for cat. Inhale, come back to that neutral tabletop position. Stretch the right leg out long. Stretch the left leg out long, coming into your plank pose. Keep the hips lifted high. And then on your own breath, you're going to alternate bringing the right foot up, and bringing the knee to the elbow, kicking it back and bringing the other knee up. So ready? Begin. Keep focusing on your breathing. But anytime you're feeling too much pressure in your shoulders, go ahead and come into a child's pose. Coming up on 10 seconds. Three, two, one. All right, come back to that neutral tabletop position. Bring the knees in towards each other. Sit back on your heels. Reach the crown of the head up. Bring the hands down to the lap. Take 5 breaths. Last breath. And next inhale, come up to stand. Take a break. If you need one, as always, take a drink of water. The next thing we're going to move into are air squats. There's a couple ways to do it. We can do them. You need to work on your fierce chair. Coming down, coming back up, knees together. Or we want to work the outer glutes a little bit. Bring the feet out to just slightly past hip weight or hip distance. Inhale, come down. Exhale, go up. Inhale down, exhale up. Or if you really want to challenge yourself, you can bring your legs all the way out really wide and do goddess squats. Choice is yours. I'm going to stick with regular air squats. So, get into the position that you want to be in, and let's begin. Almost there. You ready? 3, 2, and 1. Come back up to stand. Shake your legs out. Come back to that mountain pose. 5 breaths here. Coming out of mountain pose after those 5 breaths. We're going to move into the flow section of this. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to hold some poses really long, and then other times we're going to go through at a more aerobic pace. Again, make sure you're listening to your body. If it's telling you something is hurting you, or if it's telling you you can't do what we're working on, please go back into a child's pose or anything, or any of the exercises we did earlier to keep that heart rate up. Oh, all right. For now, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale for a full forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, and for right now, step back into your plank pose. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Then bringing the knees out to the width of the mat, letting the big toes touch underneath. Press yourself into child's pose. 5 breaths here. Last breath. Your next inhale, shift the weight forward, coming into plank pose. Exhale, lower down for chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bring it down between the palms of the hands, coming into runner's lunge. Drop that left knee. Inhale, come up for half crescent lunge. And bring the arms down. 3 breaths. On your next inhale, hinge forward, bring the hands down to frame the right foot, stretch that left leg out long, step it forward to meet the right, coming into a half lift. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale for a full forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise up to stand. Circle sweep the arms up, exhale to bring them down to heart center. Hold there for 1 breath while I change this song. This is a little too slow. All right. Let the eyes flutter open. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale for a full forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step, hop or float into your plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bring it down between the palms of the hands. Coming into runner's lunge, drop that right knee. Inhale, come up for half crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the shoulder blades to a field goal. Hold for 3 breaths. On your next inhale, hinge forward at the hips. Straighten that right leg. Step it forward on the exhale. Take a deep breath in your half lift. Exhale for a full forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise up through the spine. Circle sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring them down to heart center. Step your feet out to the width of your mat. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up again. Exhale, come all the way down into Malasana Yogi Squat. 10 breaths here. Make sure you're pressing the elbows into the knees and the knees into the elbows. Keep the spine nice and long by reaching the crown of the head up and moving the lower abdomen in towards the spine. Halfway there for your breaths. Two more breaths. Your next inhale, press strongly into your feet. Bring the arms up above you. Exhale to heel toe the feet together, coming back into mountain pose. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale for a full forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step, hop or float into your plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, shift the weight forward, bring right knee to right elbow. Exhale, bring the leg back up. Inhale, knee to center. Exhale, bring the leg back up. Inhale, knee to left elbow. Exhale, back up. Inhale, knee to center. Exhale, back up. Inhale, knee to right elbow. Exhale, back up. And this time, exhale the foot to the outside of the right hand, coming into lizard lunge press. Drop that left knee. You're here tonight, stay here. Your body's telling you this is where you should be, this is where you should be. If you'd like to challenge yourself, come on down to your forearms. Keep that left leg nice and long, and let that right hip open. 10 breaths here. Five more breaths. Last breath. On your next inhale, come back up to the palms of your hands. Straighten that left leg. Keeping your hands where they're at, your right foot where it's at. Inhale, bring that left leg up, coming into Malasana Yogi squat. And then bring the hips down. 3 breaths here. Last breath. On your next inhale, press strongly into the feet. Come up to stand. Heel toe the feet together as you exhale and bring the hands down to the sides into your mountain pose. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale for a full forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step, hop, or float into your plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale left knee to left elbow. Inhale leg back up. Exhale left knee to center. Inhale back up. Exhale knee to right elbow. Exhale back up. Inhale knee to center. Exhale back up. Inhale left knee to left elbow. Inhale back up. Exhale, bring that knee, or that foot rather, on the outside of the left hand. Drop that right knee. And again, this is where you're at tonight. Stay here. Otherwise, join me down here on your forearms. Let that lift hip open. Reach the crown of the head forward. Keep that right leg nice and long. 10 breaths. Five more breaths. Last breath. On your next inhale, come back up to the palms of your hands. Straighten that right leg. And inhale, step the right foot forward on the outside of the right hand and then shift the weight into Malasana Yogi squat. 3 breaths here. Last breath. And next inhale, press strongly into the feet, bring the hands up above. Heel toe the feet together, and as you exhale, bring the hands down to the sides. Go ahead and shake it out. Alrighty. Take a drink of water. 2 more breaths here for a relaxation point. Just checking the time here. Alright, come back to stillness. The top of your mat. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Inhale the the left leg up. Exhale, bring it back behind you, transitioning into high lunge. And then from here, drop that foot coming down into warrior two. Turn the body to the left side. Straighten the right leg. And point the toes to the side of the mat. Coming into a wide-legged stance. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring them down to heart center as you shift the weight into the right foot. Going into that stretch we did earlier in the class. Exhale, over to the left leg slowly. Hold here for one breath. Inhale back over to the right. Hold here for one breath. Inhale over to the left. Hold for one breath. One last time. Inhale back to the right. Hold for one breath. Inhale over to the left. Hold for one breath. Inhale, come back to middle, come into goddess pose. Hold here for 5 breaths. Last breath. Your next inhale, press strongly into the feet. Bring the hands up. Give yourself a small back bend. Hold here for one breath. Your next inhale, bring the hands down to the sides. Heel toe the feet together. Coming into mountain pose. Let the eyes fall heavy. Take 3 breaths here. Your next inhale, let the eyes flutter open, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale for a full forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, and this time step back into your plank. I'm going to hold plank for 10 breaths. Keep the hips lifted high. Pushing down through the thumb and the forefinger of the hands to round through the shoulders. Move that lower abdomen in towards the spine. Halfway there for breaths. Last breath. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, press yourself up into baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up to tall cobra. Root down through the hips, the tops of the thighs, and the tops of the feet. Hold for 5 breaths. Last breath. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Bring your hands down along the sides. Inhale, bring the feet in close to the glutes. Reach the hands back until you can grab the top of the foot or the ankle. If you can't reach that, your modified pose is going to lift your knees up and reach your arms back, but pulling the shoulder blades back behind you. For everyone else, reaching for the tops of the feet or the ankles. Take 1 full breath here. Good. On your next inhale, kick into the feet, lifting yourself up, coming into bow pose. 3 breaths here. Last breath. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower the top part of your body down first. Bring the feet in close to the thighs. Release the feet and let the feet fall to the mat. Keep your hands down by your sides. And on your next inhale, lift the chest up and the legs up, coming into locust pose. 3 breaths. One more breath. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower everything down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press yourself up into plank. Bring the knees down to the mat, coming into tabletop. And then bring the knees together and shift the weight till you're sitting on the heels. Crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling. Moving that lower abdomen in towards the spine. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand comes behind the body, fingertips touching the mat. Left hand goes onto the left thigh or left knee. Take the gaze up over the right shoulder. Three more breaths here.
There's just so much goddamn weight on my shoulders. All I'm trying to do is live my motherfucking life.
On your next inhale, come back to center, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, left hand comes behind you, right hand goes to the opposite leg. Take the gaze up, go over the left shoulder. 3 breaths. On your next inhale, come back to center. Arms reaching up overhead. Exhale, fold over the legs. Bring the forehead as close to the mat as you can. Go to the top of your knees. And bring your hands along your sides, fingertips pointing towards the back of your mat. 2 more breaths. Your next inhale, slowly rise up. Coming back to your heels, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Bring the hands behind you, fingertips pointed towards the front of the mat. Open the heart by pulling the shoulder blades back and down the spine. Let the gaze fall heavy, and on your next inhale, shoot the hips forward and up for baby camel. 5 breaths here. Last breath. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, bring the hips back down. Push yourself back to sitting on your heels. And bring your hands down along your sides so that way you can bring your feet out in front of you. Bend the knees, plant the feet, and come to laying on your back. Step your feet out to the width of your mat, letting your knees fall heavy in towards each other. On your inhale, windshield wiper the knees to the right. On your exhales, send them over to the left. You can do this at our own pace for 15 seconds. Five more seconds. One more time. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. next inhale, come back to center, letting the knees fall in towards one another. And then heel toe your feet together until your feet are at hip distance. Stack the right ankle on top of the left knee. Inhale, knee and ankle in towards the chest so you can reach behind the hamstring. And on your exhales, see if you can move your knee and your ankle slightly closer to your chest. I'm talking like a fraction of an inch here. One more breath. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, release the hamstring, bring the foot back to the mat, uncross the right ankle, and recross the left on top of the right knee. Inhale, bring the knee and the ankle close to the chest so you can reach behind the hamstring. And again, on your exhale, see if you can move knee and ankle a little closer to your chest. 3 more breaths. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, release the hamstring, bring the foot back to the mat, uncross the ankle, and bring the left foot back to the mat. Stretch the left leg out long. Inhale the right knee into the chest, using your hands to bring the knee in closer to the chest. Two more breaths. On your next inhale, release the knee, stretch the right leg out long. Inhale the left knee in towards the chest. 3 breaths. Last breath. Keeping the left knee where it's at. Inhale the right knee up to the chest. And use your right hand to guide your right knee a little bit slightly over to the right side. We're going to prepare for happy baby. I'm going to hold here for 1 breath. And your next breath, reach in between your legs until your hands can wrap around the outside edges of your feet. Lift the feet up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, use the hands to gently guide the knees closer to the mat. If you like, you can rock back and forth here. Or you can just stay in the center and breathe and meditate. 5 more breaths. Last breath. On your next inhale, bring the soles of your feet together, and then bring the bladed edges of your feet down to the mat, keeping your knees nice and wide, coming into a supine bound angle pose. Let the eyes fall heavy. This is going to be your Shavasana pose for this evening. So let the eyes fall heavy. Now I'll put on some more appropriate music. Begin to focus on your breathing, feeling the rise and the fall of your chest. Haley. Begin to come back into your body. Start by deepening your breath. Curling and uncurling your toes, clenching and unclenching your fists. Next, make small circular movements with your wrists and your ankles. And on your next inhale, bring your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around them, giving yourself a big thank you for putting in the sweat and the work tonight. On your exhale, roll over onto your right side and use your left arm to prop yourself up into a comfortable seated position with your eyes still closed. Thank you all for joining me this evening. I'm going to be doing Metal Mondays every other week now, since this was one of my more popular classes. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope you're staying strong. Have a good night.